This is the third and final video in the market manipulation video, I guess, series, if that's how people would like to call it. So first is on the principles of market manipulation and its basic, I guess, ideas. The second is about how to avoid market manipulation, and the third is how to perform market manipulation. So go check them out if you haven't already. So how to market manipulate? It's really a scummy method, but I mean, if you're in desperate need of money and you have some money on you, you can try it. So first of all, you want to buy out a limited market or a valuable market. So there is a small difference. Limited markets are something like pet skins or maybe even like I don't even know exotics, but they're harder. They're harder to manipulate. Um, so pet skins. There's only a few of them that have been sold. I mean, there are probably like 10,000 of some skins, but you can't really just get them out of nowhere anymore. Or a valuable market. So something like, I don't know, Wither Scroll Implosions, or maybe Prosecute 6 books. Those are pretty valuable, but they're pretty rare. So valuable and rare. They're very rare, meaning that most likely some outsider or outside force will probably not be interfering in that limited time span which you're trying to market manipulate in. So, buy out a limited market. So, remember our last examples, like if you see a giant gap in like pet skins, like let's say, oops, I messed up something. Um, well, let's say a pufferfish, um, diver skin, like helmet skin, of like 20 million coins compared to the next one, which is selling for what 50 million coins. And you buy out a few of them. What you effectively want to do is then set timers for auction house for them to, I guess, end. So what I do is set them in intervals of time for 16, like 18, 20, and 22 minutes. What you don't want to do is you don't want to buy like 15 pufferfish diver skins. For example, like if there are 15 pufferfish diver skins for 20 million coins, um, and then the next one is like 50 million coins. Um, Basically, you want to sell those 15 items, and I'll explain later why it's really impossible to make money if you buy, um, I guess these markets in a large quantity. So you want to set a few items up at a time for in limited like in a few minute intervals for them to end. So 16 minutes, 18 minutes, 20 and 22. Let's say you only buy 4 things. Basically what you want to do is go around like lobbies, lobby 1, lobby 2, lobby 3, and then advertise that your auctions are going to end and that there's going to be a like I guess a flip for people to get. And what happens is a lot of people don't are not informed about market manipulation, and a lot of people have jumped onto the trend that they can be market manipulators too. I mean, it's the effectiveness of the Skyblock Academy, and so what happens is people buy more items. They see auctions ending, they want to flip, and they buy. So people are gonna start bidding and bidding, and then they see that it's I guess going for way lower than they think it should, and they bid, and then they win the auctions. So the problem is if you have so many items that are ending in intervals of time, people are going to think that's suspicious, or some people are gonna think hey, what's going on? This thing is kind of like there's so many items that I don't know how to manage my money across all of them. I don't want to take all of them. I don't want to win all of these flips. I only want to win a few. You basically want everybody to bid on those. Um, so that's why you don't use many items. And the next problem with using so many items is that once one auction ends, people are gonna keep uh, undercutting the next like 50 mil auction, let's say, the next price that you like artificially drove those prices to, like to 49 and then like 47 and then back to 20 mil. So it's not much of a flip for, it's not much of a, I guess, win for you anymore. And by the last like 10 of your auctions, the prices are going to go back to 20 mil and people are going to think it's less of a flip and so on and so forth. So you only want to use a few items at a time. And sometimes you want to set them like at 50 coins, and sometimes you want to set them at a price you'll get a lot of money back. And you won't effectively lose all your coins. So it really does depend on how much you set it at, the initial price. If it's too high, people won't start bidding. If it's too low, then there's a chance that they'll go for lower than you initially thought. So that's why advertising comes in, and manipulation usually requires you to have a friend. A friend who saves your auctions that are going for too low. And this is really important. I cannot stress this enough. So whenever something is going for way less than you initially bought it for, the friend is going to drive up the auctions again so that people keep bidding on them. That's really it. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you for watching this episode of Skyblock Academy. I changed this lesson into a lecture again, but this is the fully, I guess, guide on all of this topic. This is market manipulation using the auction house. There's of course other types of market manipulation, such as like people say YouTubers market manipulate when they release a video in which they invested items, and then they make the items go higher, and then they sell those items, whatever, like stupid stuff. But this is true market manipulation. This is how a lot of people make their money, and more people than you initially think. So next time when you see a skin ending on the auction house, you don't want to buy it.